My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I am currently in Carbondale, Illinois. I am still under attack by Scientology. I'm being tortured. I'm being tortured badly. So some Scientologists have cut my soul off. They have removed my extra dimensional biology. It is in many different pieces. They have also installed hive mind technology. They are forcing me to watch them. It is a visual and auditory phone service. They are forcing me to watch them torture my soul. They keep shoving shit inside of it, sticking shit inside of it over and over again, foreign objects. Now they're using tendrils and cables and shit. So we have an Anunnaki soul, a spacefaring creature. We go into outer space upon death. We have all these extra dimensional organs and tissues that we use to stay alive and participate in creation in the afterlife. So we have these tubes that go through our legs to come out of our feet. They are defecation tubes. We breathe the nether in the afterlife. It's a food source. And we digest it and it comes out of our feet, our legs, our leg tubes. They're shoving shit in mine. Bad. They're shoving shit up my tubes and shoving it out of my legs. I am in severe pain. Well, now they're trying to justify that because they say we have extra dimensional organs. You're explaining extra dimensional organs to the public, so we get something valuable out of it. No, I've already explained that we have leg tubes many times in other videos. Yeah, it's down there. Probably about 300 videos ago, I explained it to them. Yep. It's just another orifice. They're moving. They do this systematically. They move from one biological function to the next, to the next, to the next. In the past couple of days, they've been on my legs because they have been mostly unharmed. Well, my left leg has been full of shit. They have shoved shit inside of my leg tubes, my left leg tube for a couple years now. It's been compacted, full of worms and shit and garbage and shit. But my right leg has been mostly untouched. Now they're doing both legs, my left and right leg. What happened was somebody cleaned out my left leg tube a couple of days ago, so they started shoving shit back inside of it. Now they're going to lock me out of entropy and keep me from... Now they're saying I'm doing this because I'm making videos of it. That's false. They have a goal, and they are completing their goals. They are achieving their goals. Yeah, they move from one biological system to the next, to the next, to the next. Now, sometimes I make a video of it. Sometimes I don't. I have not told y'all 99% of the things that has happened to me. I don't go into detail about what happens that day. No, they can somewhat time travel. They're little aliens. They're not from the days of old. They can time travel a little bit. So they've been going back and forth a couple weeks at a time, trying to get things done. They're trying to set up, read the sands of time. They're trying to read the future and set up on me. So they set up where I sleep. This Scientologist that calls himself God, he's in this building right here. He says they're fixing to do it. They're making a snuff film. This is serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. Look, I'm on Highway 13 in Carbondale. There's Circle K. This is an abandoned building. Yep, they're in this building right now. They're utilizing this building and they're setting up on me. I'm asleep right on the outside of it. I'm homeless now. I had to move, but I have disability. They finally put me on my disability, so I'm in the process of getting a new place to stay. Yeah, this started 14 years ago. I got forced to assimilate. They installed technology in my brain so they could read my thoughts. They see me writing literature on social media. I'm part Native American. I'm part Caucasian. My Native American name is Crazy Bird. Because hive mind technology comes with the ability to read another person's thoughts. And they thought if they could read my mind, they could steal my intellectual property, which is what they do. Which is what they did. They read my thoughts, stole intellectual property, then they wanted the body parts to go with it because they're fucking body snatchers. So Scientology, humans have a soul. We go into outer space upon death and participate in creation using magical abilities. We are Anunnakis. That's the only reason we go into outer space. We don't go there to live. No one goes there to prepare a place for us to live. It is outer fucking space. You have to have all of your organs and tissues attached to you so you can go there and live and survive and participate in creation. And that's the only thing it's used for. It's not a place to hang out. It's not a place to go and fuck. It's not a place to go and rule the world. It's a place to go and create life. That is how we exist. Humans would not exist without that type of behavior, without that experience. Christianity is false. Scientology is a crime. And it's also false. Yeah, they're using up all of our resources. They're getting big. They grow to massive proportions, and they like that. They want a big one. It's valuable to them. And they grow to massive proportions, the size of the universe or half the size of the universe. They're breeding our nether, and they're among the living. Our nether is utilized only for people participating in creation. They're using the nether to make fucking surrogates and Scientology bullshit to make aliens. They run them out there, shove electricity up their ass, put them in the nether, and they grow to massive proportions. Way bigger than you're supposed to get normally. Way faster than you're supposed to get normally, too. Normally, you go into outer space, if you make it, with all of your organs and tissues attached, so you can do magic, and you grow incrementally. The longer you're out there, the bigger you get, but you don't get that big. You don't have energy run up your ass. You're surviving on the nether, and the only thing you do is participate in creation. Because time travel exists in outer space, in the upper dimensions. Human souls have gotten off, ancient human souls, not modern ones, ancient human souls, the Anunnaki, the Agigi, the Nephilim. Those are the guys that created the universe. And then Scientology came along and broke it, destroyed every fucking thing. And they're using the nether to make surrogates and to make alien forms. See, they cut their souls off, chop it into pieces, make 4 or 5 alien forms out of it. They get a blue blood alien, a blue blood human, or fucking a gray, a green, a brown. But however, they can't do it these biologies are missing organs and tissues. They have to leave organs and tissues behind so the owner of this biology can survive and continue to function. So what do? They steal organs and tissues from other humans and other species such as reptiles, insects, and worms. And they make various alien forms. They make blue blood aliens, blue blood humans, greens, grays, browns, whites. Then they make lizard people using lizard body parts, insectoids or bug people using bug body parts, and worm people using worm body parts. And those are just suits. Like they'll take the 4 through 8 or 4 through 7th part of your soul, and then they'll take an 8 through 12th part of a lizard and stick it on top of it, and you get to drive that around. You get you a lizard person out of the deal. So these people are conditioned to cut off body parts for a living. They see them as commodities. They see owning another person's biology as a commodity. They see body parts as commodities. And in my case, they value my brain tissue. So over the past 14 years, they've been stealing intellectual property. Now they're ready to publish my intellectual property. They're going to kill me and then publish it. They're trying to kill me, torture me to death, and make a snuff film out of it too, because they're fucked out of their goddamn brains. They're evil, fucking, horrible fucking people that steal body parts for a living. Oh, she's saying, well, let me shut them down right now. So yeah, they want to kill me now. So I can't say shit. They're evil fucking people. They harass me constantly. They won't let me sleep. So they have cut my fucking brain out. They tried to use it as a transplant. They tried to cut my brain out and stick it in their own alien forms to try to gain my intelligence, my ability to write literature and to create. So every night they got to bring it back and stick it back in so I can go to sleep. You can't sleep without it being there. You'll stay up wide fucking awake. An icky feeling. You don't have no dopamine, no nervous tissue. It's a very sick feeling. So they got to bring it back or bring it back close to me. They won't give it back. They just bring it back close. Here, goddammit. Here, you can have it back for a minute. That's their attitude. They're all pissed off because I get to use my own goddamn brain for a few hours to sleep every night. And then they take it away. Nope. And they won't let me sleep. They don't want me to have any kind of pleasure. They don't want me to be well rested because that means I have a better chance of defending myself or doing something to stop these people. So they keep me stressed out, sick, hurt, all filled full of fucking foreign objects and junk and tortured and in pain and not sleep deprived. And then on top of that, my medicines. So I take psych meds, some of which calm me down. They are depressants. And my medicines don't even fucking work without my brain in my head. And they know that. So when I take my medicines and it starts working, they fucking rip my brain out or they start cutting out chunks of my brain because they don't want my medicines to work. That means I have more of a chance that I'll succeed. Yes, they have possession of my soul right now. So every few minutes I get a click. They click something in my fucking brain. Click, click, click. And they do it as assault. They know it hurts and they know it freaks me out. And they do it constantly. Click, 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 click. Shoving shit in my goddamn brain. And now they're assaulting me on top of that, just like they do every goddamn night. Sticking shit in my fucking leg tubes. So they're like tendrils. They're fucking weird, twacked out Jeffrey Dahmer type people. And some of these people are in the military. Combat professionals. Evil motherfuckers. So the government is making an alien farm. They're in the alien making business. That's what Scientology is. Oh yes, they say it's very lucrative. It is very lucrative selling access to the upper dimensions to people. So in the upper dimensions, you can do things. You retain some of your magical abilities. You lose most of it, getting cut off, getting cut to pieces. But you retain some of it. You're a little bit magical. But then you can see the future. So it gives you the ability to see the future from your perspective somewhat. It's not an exact science and it's not easy to do. You actually got to go there and look at the environment from your perspective and try to take in as much information as you can, then come back to the present and then plan for what's to come. So you just can't go to the future and then change things in the future. So you got to go to a place where time is simultaneous. And then you can see the future. And then you got to come back to the place where time is linear to interact with the environment that you just left from. And that's what they're doing. So they have multiple biologies, like their 12th, their upper dimensions. They have grown into massive proportions, and they're standing in the place where time is simultaneous. But they got another, like their 5th dimension is down here on Earth. So they'll hop between biologies. They get 4 or 5 different biologies, and they're putting them at different locations, and they'll hop on one or the other to see time or to come back. Yes, these are evil fucking people. Kidnapping, serial killer type people. And this event, and others like this event, what they're doing to me, since the 80s, they've been forcing assimilation. And this type of behavior has come about a lot. They kidnap people, rape, torture, mutilation, murder, dissection. I mean, what do you expect out of people that are conditioned to cut off body parts for a living? Yeah, the FBI, the CIA, the military, multiple politicians, and multiple other government agencies, they all have Scientologists working for them. these Scientologists are beholden to the Scientology community, not to the government and not to the people. And they are making aliens out of your body parts, out of our body parts. The public, they need our body parts to complete their Scientology processes. And when they're done with their own alien forms with your stolen body parts, they go cut someone else's soul off because they can drive that too. Or they can sell it to another Scientologist. Allow them to access the upper dimensions using your soul. They have the technology to drive souls around. So after they're done making their own soul, they cut yours off because they can drive that too. And if you're famous, or if they're attracted to you, say you're highly intelligent, or say you have accomplishments, Nobel Peace Prizes or scientific works, or you write literature, or you have a job position in which they desire to control, like the CIA or the FBI or the military. They will force you to assimilate. They steal body parts, so your body parts become much more valuable to them. Because you can cut off someone's soul, patch them back up. They're going to be sick and maimed for the rest of their life. They don't know what the fuck happened. They thought they were getting older or caught a sickness or something. And you can patch them back up, but they'll never get what they had back, but they'll live. And then save it to a certain time in this person's life and make them sick as fuck or kill them or do whatever from a remote location because you have their soul in your possession. Their soul in your possession. Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. You're breaking the law. Bring my biology back to Earth. Mine and my baby's biology's back to Earth. They got my dog's biologies too. This has been severe conflict, and that's why they're doing this. So these people are twacked out on drugs too. It makes them irritable. Opiate use and this technology that they use leads to irritability syndrome. Excess dopamine levels causes irritability. And they are up there above the law, cutting off body parts for a living. It's causing torture, rape, murder, mutilation. And they're doing horrible shit. So it's akin to kidnapping too. This is important to note. There's an entanglement between our third and our extra dimensions. If you remove extra dimensional biology, if your soul is removed from you, you are still in your soul, no matter where it goes in the universe. You can't see through it, but you feel everything it goes through, and it allows access to your third dimensions. It's still connected to you. That means they take it to a remote location, stick something in it, and it goes through you down here. So the universe is broken. These big aliens and these star people, they walk right through some of our star fields, cleaved all of the matter. So we have massive amounts of material in the universe missing extra dimensions. Because these big aliens, these Scientologists, they walked right through our star fields. They grew their aliens to massive sizes, and now they're out flying around in the universe, running right through our stars and planets and shit, cleaving everything, fucking everything up. That's why we don't have neighbors in the universe. That's why ET don't exist. Because we worked on Earth and got done with Earth. And Scientology came and fucked everything up. And now we have no more giant Anunnakis making planets out there. Not many. And the ones that were out there, they got turned into surrogates. Yes, the government is in the alien making business. No, they're running an alien making farm, not just a surrogate making farm, that too. They're making aliens. They're selling access to the upper dimensions. Yeah, they make surrogates too. They're all aliens. Either they're helping someone access the upper dimensions or they're creating surrogates. In mass too. One after another, because they're twacked out of their fucking heads. They're twacked out of their heads, and this is all they do. Because all they do is practice Scientology. They're either cutting off your soul or someone else's soul for a living. They do it for a living. They chop body parts to pieces and sew them all back together for a fucking living. And they shove shit in it too. And that's for a fucking living. And now they're conditioned to it. Or they're getting the license to get away with it, to do it to other people too. Yeah, I know you got part of me says, oh, Chris, you've been God. God damn, they're so fucking evil. Evil as fuck. I mean, bad evil. Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. I mean, what serial killer kidnaps their fucking victims and chops them to pieces while they're still alive and tortures them, shoves shit in them, and then talks to them while they do it, forces them to watch, and then does it to their fucking family members and forces them to watch that shit too? Dr. Kevorkian motherfucker. I'm getting berated again. They're saying, because you did drugs. Get away from me. You're breaking the law. They get so goddamn pissed off because I make these videos and I'm not saying what they want me to say because I'm not a fucking surrogate. They want to make me a surrogate. If they can't turn me into a surrogate, which is the ability to drive another organism, so they want to drive me around down here in the third dimension. Steal all my intellectual property legally. Let me give it away and then continue to work for them. Continue to produce intellectual property so these motherfuckers can steal that too. So if they don't get to turn me into a surrogate, they're want to commit identity theft. They want to steal my identity, make it look alike. Yes, these are Scientologists, mainly in the government. Barack Obama in the military and other branches of the government are the main players here. But there are civilians in this group too. Apparently people from Rikers, from Buffalo, New York, that's where they claim to be from. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's where they claim to be from. That's where Preservision was founded, in New York. Now I'm getting threatened. Death threats. Say, oh yeah, you're about to get fucking killed. I'm worse than being killed. This is worse than death. They're going to try to keep me alive in the afterlife too, with a electrode shoved up my ass. They're going to keep me alive with electricity. And I'm going to have to suffer. It's torture. They're going to call it hell, like the Christian version of hell. It's just being tortured by another human being, laying on a fucking hospital bed. And they act all big like they're fucking big-ass military members, badass government agents and shit, all doing the government's work, taking down criminals and shit. And meanwhile, you're laying on a fucking hospital bed, all spread open, and a bunch of fucking quacks shoving shit in you, acting like they're big badass motherfuckers. And that's what it looks like too. Aliens are not supposed to exist. Hospitals in outer space are not supposed to exist. Buildings in outer space are not supposed to exist. Humans are not supposed to go to outer space. Anunnakas go to outer space. Yeah. Humans have an Anunnaki attached to us, folks. An alien with horns. A real alien with horns. Born that way, a natural alien. We are very human looking too. We go into outer space and participate in creation. We go up there and make stars and create elements. And then turn those elements into solar systems and create planets. And then seed those planets with even more elements and molecules such as water and create primordial soups. And then we help life develop out of those primordial soups using magic. And then we help that life evolve every step of the way into higher beings, higher organisms. And so it's true for humans. That's the history of the human race and the history of the earth and our solar system. Beyond that, it's still an unknown to me. I still have no idea. But all the life that I see up there at this moment came from Earth. Yes, it did. You're an Earthling. Earth body parts or whatever. Either way, humans are driving aliens. So they claim, so what they've been trying to do is they've been trying to make organisms and say, well, look, these are the people that create us. We're their food source. And everybody gets one. Everyone gets one. They call them blue blood aliens. I don't see how an organism like that can exist. First off, we don't eat in outer space. Oh, no, we don't. Nothing eats in outer... Look, you Scientologists are the biggest fucking thing in the universe. You're not even a Nunnicons. You're not blue bloods. You're big ass. They cleave out like the first 3 layers or first couple layers of their biology. It's just a shell. And then they shove energy up its ass. And then they continue to eat while they're on Earth, which gives them fluids and energy up to heaven. And they go to massive proportions. They're the size of the fucking universe now. Walking right through our fucking star fields, fucking everything up. Then they walk outside of the universe and turn around and do fucking time traveling shit on people. Stop talking to me. I do not consent. Now he's laughing. Huh? I didn't create this universe, but I really fucking shit up, huh? So he's come to that conclusion. Yeah. Now he's saying something about kids. Apparently I killed a kid. That's what they say. Because they killed my kids. So they tried to go back and set me up for killing their kids. Everybody's seen the setup apparently. If I killed somebody, I'd be in jail. But you did kill my family. Multiple family members. That's what type of sick, fucked up people they are. So Scientology has a rap sheet, a big one. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people in the third dimension are dead or missing or go through some type of hell because of Scientology. So Scientology, they use people. They force assimilation. They take over lives. They make surrogates and shit. They take over families, tear families apart. And once conflict happens, the whole Scientology community jumps on the outsider. They call them naysayers or whatever the terminology they're using now for someone against the Scientology. Every goddamn one of them runs after this person. An innocent fucking victim that's already been victimized by these people. Scientology jumps on them and don't let up. And they never fucking stop until this person is dead or in jail. They never stop. Sabotage, harassment, invasion of privacy. And that's just what we see in the third dimension. Yeah, murder and kidnapping. And they have occult type behaviors. They like to torture people. Yeah, rape, torture, premeditate murder. Yeah, put people to death. And then they send them to hell, which is they're going to try to keep you alive in the afterlife. They're going to try. And torture you. I do not consent to look at you, and I do not consent for you to speak to me. You are breaking the law. You shouldn't have fucking woke me up. Get away from me. Put my body parts somewhere safe and get the fuck away from me and them. Yeah, my legs are in pain. My legs are on fire. So these worms, they use extra-dimensional parasites. They can drive them too, and they love it. They get to drive worms through people, parasites through people. I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm sick. I'm brain damaged. Oh yeah. So these worms, they have these hairs on them. These worms they get hairy the bigger they get. So they cut these hairs off of these worms, and there's a bunch of wires. They call them tendrils, and they can drive those too. They're slightly magical. They're needle-like hairs, and they've been driving them through my legs and shoving them up my feet tubes, and then driving them sideways out the sides of my legs. And they got planned they're gonna wrap my legs together like that, like Jesus Christ was martyred, like they killed Jesus Christ. They crucified him. They stuck his legs together. Then they're going to spread my arms out. And that's going to be my hell. I'm going to be stuck that way. Claustrophobia. All electrocuted and fried and shit. Tortured to death. That's the type of sick, fucking twacked out motherfuckers they are. Because they steal life and they couldn't have mine. They take lives. Scientology. If you have any kind of influence, authority, or power, or job description, or any kind of abilities that these people desire or are attracted to, then you may get forced to assimilate by Scientology. If any conflict arises, your life becomes in jeopardy. I mean, it's already in jeopardy just practicing Scientology. Cutting off one soul is murder. You die. You cannot live in this state. There has to be procedures done to keep you alive. Like they gotta connect nerves together, or run a nerve fiber, or patch you up, or not take so much. They gotta leave a lot of it behind and just take your skins and shit. I do not consent to look at you. Turn off the hive mind technology. I do not consent. You're a Jeffrey Dahmer motherfucker. I do not interact with serial killer, kidnapping type people. Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Turn it off. 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 Turn it off.